Welcome to the 38th episode of Season Tickets. I'm Michael.
And I'm Max. Girls basketball team won their third game of the season against Clearview Wednesday.
And the JV boys basketball team played an instant classic against Oberlin, doing their best Kansas versus Oklahoma impression, winning a triple overtime game with Ryan Graylis hitting a half-court shot to send it into double overtime. I also had 20 points in the win. It was a fantastic game to be a part of. Unfortunately, the varsity did lose a hard-fought game against Oberlin. They both play Friday at Brooklyn.
Yeah, you guys won on a lane violation at the end that almost sent it in the quadruple overtime. One of the funnier things I saw, I got there late. I didn't even see the half-court shot, but it's a pretty good game to watch. And the wrestling team has a meet on Thursday.
And now we are going into the only college basketball game between two ranked teams this weekend in Villanova versus Butler. And I have Villanova getting the victory as Butler has really struggled starting conference play so far this season. And I think Villanova is just a bit better overall team. Max, who do you have?
I have Villanova as well. They're playing very well right now. And Butler, as you mentioned, had a cold start to the conference play. And, let's go into the NFL playoffs.
The Texans take on the Chiefs in the first AFC wildcard round game. Max, who do you have?
I'm going with the Chiefs in this one. Chiefs have been playing hot so far this year. I mean, they've won, 10 straight, something like that? I mean, after a 1-5 start, it's crazy. And, Texans are kind of extremely average to me. I mean, they kind of won their division with some help from the Colts have start playing 5 different quarterbacks. But as much as I love DeAndre Hopkins, the Chiefs are winning this one.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well. I think that they're just a bit better overall team. And also I think the Texans got lucky winning their division. If they're not in that division, they are not in the playoffs. And as you mentioned before, the Chiefs have won 10 games in a row. So I have the Chiefs, and the Bengals take on the Steelers in an AFC North playoff matchup. Max, who do you have?
I'm going with the Steelers. The Steelers they have tons of weapons on offense. If their defense can get it together, which they should against the Bengals with A.J. McCarron playing back there, I expect to see a close game because, A.J. McCarron shouldn't have much trouble throwing to, A.J. Green. But, the Steelers, Antonio Brown is ridiculous, and I think he powers them to a win.
I'm actually going to go with the Bengals in this one. I've been riding them all season. Even without Andy Dalton, I still think that they get the victory over the Steelers. I just really hope that they get the victory because I've been just saying how good they have been the past 2 seasons. Dalton had no weapons last year, and this year, no Dalton. So I'm really not sure about this game, but I really want the Bengals to win. So maybe this is more of a heart instead of head pick, but I am going to go with the Bengals to get the victory in this one. And the Redskins take on the Packers in an NFC wildcard game. And I'm going to go with the Redskins to get the victory as they're playing very good football so far this season. Kirk Cousins has had a career year, and the Packers have really struggled after getting off to a really hot start. Max, who do you have?
I'm going to go with the Packers in this one. The Redskins played in probably the worst division. You got Dallas, Philly, the Giants. This is bad in that division. But, all credit to Kirk Cousins and the crew, though. Kirk Cousins has been playing out of his mind. But I think Green Bay is overall a better team. And, I feel like this team can kind of turn it on at any moment and play well. Even though they haven't been, I don't see them going very far, but I see them winning this game.
And the Vikings take on the Seahawks in the final NFL wildcard round game. Max, who do you have?
I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this one. The Vikings won the division but kind of lost overall, as I think they'd beat the Redskins, but I don't think either the Packers or the Vikings would beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks playing very well. Russell Wilson has had a quiet season where he's been actually playing out of his mind. And Doug Baldwin has also been playing very good. I think the Seahawks are going to pull this one out.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks as well. They already beat the Vikings so far this season, and I think they could be one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl with the way they've been playing recently, besides the Rams loss. But we do go into the college football playoff championship game between Clemson and Alabama. Max, who do you have?
I'm going to go with Clemson in this one. I am a little bit of an Alabama hater, and it's true. But I think offenses like Clemson kind of give Alabama issues. The spread offense, no lining up under center, any of that stuff. Deshaun Watson's probably the best quarterback in the country. He's a stud. He's a dual threat quarterback, which if you remember, Alabama had trouble with that against Ohio State, and even a little bit Ole Miss with Chad Kelly. But Clemson also, their defense is kind of goes underrated because they have such good offense. I mean, guys like Shaq Lawson, Mackenzie Alexander, Ben Boulware, I think they all play a part in somehow stopping Derrick Henry, and I think Clemson's going to pull it out.
You are 5-0 in the college football playoffs, so I guess I should be listening to you, but me being 1-4 is going to go against you one more time and take Alabama to win this game. I think that they're just too physical for Clemson, and they're too big up front. Even though Clemson is pretty big up front, I do think Alabama controls the line of scrimmage. Derrick Henry has a huge game, and Deshaun Watson is good, but not good enough to beat the Crimson Tide, and I got Alabama getting the victory, and that will wrap it up for this episode of Season Tickets. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more season ticket videos.